So, back for round 6 of the Victory Road Sinnoh Open. I'm going up against Marco Fierro this round. Wonderful. Great for when you're both at X2. One of us is going out. Still facing this team. Still going to do the same thing I normally do. Oh, that Dun is still throwing me, even because you can bring 2 to 6. Still have to be careful. So, yeah, Raikou is still very good. Salamence is still pretty good. So I'm going to start off with what I'm used to and see what happens. They are Specs Latios, so there's no Tailwind at least, and that's better for me. But Specs is pretty strong. The ideal lead is probably Arcanine and something, because Arcanine, I just set up on him with Blaziken. It's very nice. Maybe not Raikou and Arcanine, because I can't fake it out, but anything else I can fake out. See if they actually bring the Latios this time. Quite surprised. Opponent before didn't. I would call that acceptable. Well, this is pretty straightforward. Is it fake out into T-Tar? Because it doesn't matter if the Weavile goes down, I just get to bring in Salamence, so yeah. That's still okay. You would assume they are Dragon Dancing and Swords Dancing. Because they obviously predicted me to go for the Swords Dance here. But that is perfectly okay. Oh, they went for X-Scissor. You fool! You fool! What have you done? Well, this is hopefully going to be quite straightforward from now on. Because now I just absolutely go into Salamence and close combat the T-Tar. This seems quite unpunishable to me. Quite surprised to see X-Scissor into Blaziken. Seemed a bit odd. That doesn't really help them. The chip. The chip. To be fair, my Blaziken's pretty much at half now. So... But this is still... Ooh, wrong one. That would have been awkward if that was the second Pokemon. Don't know why that was over the T-Tar, considering Salamence just switched in. Should have defaulted to the left slot, right? Oh well. I think in this match they just didn't lead ideally. This seemed suboptimal into Weavile Blaziken. Not sure what they were expecting. Makes sense. +1 is still very much getting the T-Tar. Could have gone for a Dragon move just to predict that, but it seems unnecessary. Well, to be fair, like, the Scizor is doing nothing. I could just very easily have gone for the Dragon move. It would have made sense. But because I was +2, and they intimidated me to +1. I didn't activate my white herb, so I will now be able to get my defenses back, which is lovely. And this flamethrower, in combination with the sandstorm chip, probably will put the Arcanine in range of the close combat, because +2 normally gets Arcanine. That's going to be very close if +1 will get it. They are not extreme speed, which is good. Extreme speed is always a little bit more awkward. When they are not extreme speed, it's much better. There's Gastrodon. Okay, makes sense. And then I can absolutely go into Weavile and protect. Is it worth protecting? Yes, it's worth protecting. Because then I just go for Fake Out Close Combat, and I'm okay. I go for Fake Out Flare Blitz, that's okay. Oh no, I go for Fake Out Swords Dance with the Sizzle switching in for sure. Right? Good. Would be surprised if they attack with the Scissor. Like, I am expecting Arcanine to switch in for the Scissor. Be a pretty good play if they stay in and get the extra chips. They might put me in bullet punch range. I don't expect them to. Especially after I switch in the Salamence and Intimidate. Yeah, there you go. So, sorted. Because I still have Fling active. This is now a very straightforward fling the Gastrodon and close combat the Arcanine. And even if Sizzle switches in, it's taking a lot of damage. Maybe even KOing. Arco didn't bring the Latios either. Why aren't people bringing the Latios? Nice chip. Put them in range of... Are they low? No, they're Citrus Berry, okay. Might put them in range of close combat. I don't expect it to, because I'm not too attack invested on Blaziken. But with the drop in defenses, then I might need switching Salamence to be able to survive, but I don't think that's necessary. Oh wait, what? No, I'm at way higher health than I expected to be, and they don't have Protect on the Gastrodon, so the game is effectively over at this point. So... yeah, I'll just Icicle Crash. Doesn't really matter. They are Metal Coat, so they would KO my Weavile, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Probably should have switched into Raikou, that would have been more optimal, but no, it wasn't. Even the crit doesn't save them. Wasn't even a crit, okay, fair enough. Bulky Blaziken is just the one. Don't know why people haven't discovered Bulky Blaziken before, but here we are. Maybe because it was always Mega Blaziken when it's used, but, you know. And Mega Blaziken gets some extra bulk. But this set is super sweet. I do not need to risk my Salamence. I mean, it doesn't make a difference, does it, at this point? Like, I'm just going for Flare Blitz. They can't stop it. If they Bullet Punch, I will switch in Salamence at some point. So probably, technically, it was optimal switch in Salamence there, but yeah, it doesn't matter. So, what would their counterplay to that be? Because I'm feeling like going the Azumarill Togekiss route now as the mix-up. And I'm going to. I'm still going to bring Blaziken and Salamence. And we'll see what happens. They've got to bring the Latios. Like, that's been the issue in practice. Now, I did lose the previous rounds, but, you know, that's been the issue. Really? Really? This is really surprising to me. Why would you lead that again? That just lost to Weavile, Blaziken. Very surprised. I'm just going to play rough and switch to Salamence. That'll be fine. Get the Intimidate down. Very surprised they led this again. Like, it was terrible last time. Why did they lead it again? Don't flinch. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Love this game. Now what? What do I do now? Well, this is why they led that again, but very surprised they did. Like, it just lost to Weavile Blaziken. I'm very surprised they went for this. I'm living. I'm not living, but I'm living. I'm not. I was living. I'm a bulky Salamence. Like, this is summing it up, pretty much. That was a crit again, wasn't it? Like, it's 3 rounds in a row at this point. At least I get that off, but, you know, come on. What's going on? What is going on? No, it has to be Blaziken. But they just bring in the Gastrodon and then they're sorted. Like, what can I do against that? Like, if things go as wrong as they can, then... You know, like, clearly I led incorrectly, but they did as well into Weavile Blaziken. They led it again. I'm very surprised at that. What were they expecting to happen differently? Just bring a Gastrodon. You're sorted if you bring a Gastrodon. There you go. I do not see many ways out here. I've got to go for it, but this is looking bleak. That was a way out. That was a way out. I survive an Earth Power. That was a way out. Should have played for the mistake from them. That was completely unnecessary. Because I lived the Earth Power, that would have been a Swords Dance, and I was actually sorted in that regard. To be fair, it is not over. Because this is going to chunk it. Not enough, but it's going to chunk it. See, I'm comfortably living this. I say comfortable, but you know, I would have lived it comfortably without the extra flair of this chip. So I would have been okay. But now I am not. Like, it clearly worked out, but I am amazed they went with the same lead. Because it lost so hard last time. Can I do anything with Life Do? They know I have it, I might as well go for it. So I can crit the play rough onto the... It still won't help. It definitely still won't help. Yeah, because they have Yawn, I can't do it. So there's not much point there. And they brought the same 4 Pokemon. Again, quite, like... I've already said I'm surprised, I don't need to say anymore. Very surprised they went with that again. That was like hard losing last time to Weavile Blaziken, but oh well. Now this is where I go back to Weavile Blaziken and they leave with the perfect Weavile Blaziken counter. Okay. I am still going with Weavile Blaziken. I'm going to walk into the trap, but... Let's see. It's definitely still Salamence. If there's a Scissor, I bring both Blaziken and Salamence almost always. Final one. It's going to be a Azumarill. Are they going to lead Scissor or Tyranitar into this again? If they do, I am amazed. And if they do, I'm going to lose to eat my words. Like, I'm going to get shown that I'll eat my words, but... Okay. Fair enough. At least there was a mix-up. But what is stopping Fake Out the T-Tar and Swords Dance? They get a Reflect? Sure. Do I care? Not particularly. Could have taunted the Raikou and just close combated the T-Tar. That might have been more optimal, because that would stop a Reflect and just get a KO. And if they switched the T-Tar, taunt was definitely optimal, but yeah, like I could have just probably just won immediately, especially if they go for Reflect. Just Thunderbolt, okay. Don't you dare. Okay, so... Let's see, can I KO Raikou at +1? Most likely not. It would be a roll. So I'm going to double up into the Raikou. They should probably be switching to Arcanine, and they did not, so what do I know? But I got the roll, and I'm going to get the Icicle Crash flinch, because if I get the KO on Raikou and I go for Fling, they get super punished, so... Things are going weird. I'm living the Rock Slide. I'm a bulky Blaziken, but this is weird. I'm just going to get the flinch, it's alright. That was reasonable damage. Like, I was owed that. I've been owed that for a little while at this point. But now I am looking super comfortable. Because I've still got Fling active. I just used a, like, secondary Fling with the Icicle Crash. But Fling is active. You would assume they still brought Arcanine and Sizzle, right? Yeah, there you go. So I can just go for the Salamence switch in. What would they have dropped? Gastrodon or Arcanine? It's alright, I'll have a +1 bullet punch, it's fine. Oh, I'll have a regular bullet punch. Yeah, no, I'm sorted now. I'm incredibly sorted. That's how things are normally supposed to go. And that's normally why I don't go with Azumarill Togekiss, but I was expecting some sort of mix-up, and they did not. But that is the mind games we play. But that, like, Blaziken can just sweep through teams like this if you let it. Weavile is very good at enabling it. Gastrodon or Arcanine? It is Gastrodon. They don't have Protect on the Gastrodon, so I could just double up into it with Dragon Pulse and Close Combat. Would that be a choke? No, because they can only KO one. I'd bring in Weavile, switch back out into Azumarill, and then be okay. So I will just double up into it with Dragon Pulse. Was it Citrus Berry? It was Citrus Berry, right? Okay, so that maybe won't work. So I will go for this then. I will go this way around. This is okay. So I should have done it, but, you know, I did not. Oh, that almost KO'd. Strong. Okay, that's fine. So it's just Weavile. It's close combat into the Gastrodon. Let's fake out into the Sizzle. They don't have Protect on the Gastrodon, so this is perfectly fine. Did I intimidate the Scizor? I can't remember. Can't remember if I intimidated it. But the optimal play here is taunt the Scizor and switch into Azumarill. Because I'm quite minus defense at this point. I don't need my Swords Dance anymore. And I should be able to survive a Bullet Punch so long as they don't Swords Dance. And then I will just Flare Blitz. It opens me up to a crit Bullet Punch, but I still should be okay. Whoa, okay, that was not what I wanted to press, and I'm glad that was not in the second slot. That's twice that's happened now. I'm going to make sure I'm clicking the right thing, because I do not want to Icicle Crash my Azumarill. belly drum there was pointless because then I would just put myself in range of another bullet punch, so Aquajet is better. And it doesn't really matter, it's going to come down to just if Blaziken can survive the bullet punch. But maybe not even, because like this is, like, that's over a third, so I should be fine. And we are just about living another one, so I really should be sorted. And because I hit that Icicle Crash, I am. Should be living. We are living. Bit of spoilers that they give you the sound before you actually get down to the HP. Like, it is an immediate, oh, you do survive. So, but there, that's how it's supposed to go. Game 1 and 3. Ignore game 2. That's not how it's supposed to go.